Hello students, this is grade 5 science, lesson number 12, week 5. And this lesson is our last lesson on the topic magnetism. So today, allow me to explain about how do we use magnet. How do we use magnet? Or in other words, I'm going to talk about the uses of magnet. Uses of magnet. Here I have 3 uses of magnet. The first one is that magnets are used inside cars, electric train, radios, mobile phones, and computers. Magnets are used inside cars, electric trains, radios, mobile phones, and computers. Remember, when I was talking about safety rules when handling magnets, one of the safety rules was do not bring the magnet or do not work with magnet close to electronic gadgets. The reason is these electronic gadgets, they have magnet. So if you work with magnet close to these gadgets, it's like there will be some sort of repulsion and attraction. So that will affect the workability of the gadget. So the point is magnets are used inside cars, electric train, radios, and mobile phones and computers. Radios, yes, we know that in radios there are speakers, and the speakers, they have a magnet, and the type of magnet is ring magnet. And also electric train, a good example is Maglev bullet train in Japan, and this train has electromagnet. This electromagnet, it is a type of magnet that uses electricity. So electro coming from the word electricity, and the word magnet is the magnet we know. So electromagnet, it is the type of magnet which uses electricity to do its work. The second use of magnets is that magnets are used in recycling rubbish. Magnets are used in recycling rubbish. How does they use this magnets to recycle rubbish? Okay, so remember, in rubbish there are magnetic materials like metals, and there are also some materials that can either be recycled or not. You know, a rubbish is like a mixture of solid waste, and these waste, some of them are magnetic, meaning to say they can be attracted by a magnet, some cannot, and some can be recycled, some cannot be recycled. For example, glass is one of the materials which is found in rubbish. So glass, if you want to recycle glass, you can crush it and melt it and make a new glass. So this glass is crushed and melted and made into new glass. But before that, to avoid some metals getting mixed with the glass itself, they have to use a magnet, so that all the magnetic materials like metals are trapped by the magnet. It's like you are trying to separate the metals from glass. So the machine which has magnets, that sort out has a huge magnet to attract metals. Okay, the magnets separate magnetic materials from other materials. That is what I was explaining. Point number 3 is magnets can lift heavy objects. Magnets are used to lift heavy objects. So, a special magnet called electromagnet is used to pick up heavy objects. These heavy objects, for example, cars and some heavy metals. Okay, on cars, for example, I don't think two people can uplift a car. That is impossible. But the same person can uplift it if he uses what? A machine, and that machine should have an electromagnet that will be able to pick up that car or some heavy metals. So when someone switches the electromagnet on, right? When someone switches the electromagnet on, here should be electromagnet. Okay. When someone switches the electromagnet on, it picks up heavy magnetic materials, including cars. So when the person switches off the electromagnet switch, it drops the metal onto the ground. So when the switch is on, it picks up the heavy magnetic materials, and when the switch is off, it drops off those heavy materials. So that's how these magnets are used when it comes to lifting heavy objects. So that's the third one. And finally, there are questions here, and these questions are trying to test whether you have really understood the whole topic from the definition of magnetism up to the uses of magnets. So these questions are labeled as A up to K. So what you have to do here is just a matter of writing true or false. If this is the correct answer, just write true. If it is not, just write false. For example, A, magnets attract all metals. Is it true? If yes, just write true here. If it is not correct, just write false. So you do the same up to the last part. And when you are done, make sure you send it so that I should mark your work. So thank you very much.